Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names.
He hesitates for a second and he explodes to the basket.
Yeah, been on.
Today on NBA 2K TV, it's our regular season finale. We look back at some of our favorite player interviews. Special.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq.
On the road, hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here in Utah, it's another home game for the Jazz. Presently in last place in the West, this is a team searching for answers.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard. To get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Yeah, an effort, to your point, really not the issue, but you do have to wonder whether or not they have the right pieces to the puzzle, or at least have them in the right places. So some adjustments are going to have to be made, and I think that's going to be the challenge for this coaching staff.
Now Golden State's starting five. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Klay Thompson is out there with Freak, and it's Spates in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Freak after Alec Burks has scored. Freak buries it from three-point range.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
On defense, Golden State, it's a three-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. This one for three. Favors with the rebound. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Hayward. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Here's Freak after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Freak dishes to Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Quinn Snyder. Doris, what do you have to say?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Burke kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Freak with it. He had 25 points in the win against Miami.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Now Burke following the three-point attempt by Freak. And here's Gobert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 2 on the clock. From about 16. Again, the miss by Hayward.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And a wide open look for Freak. Hits it from three-point range. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Favors against Green. Burks can't get it to go.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Favors. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Freak passes to Spates. Now the dish to Freak. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's Burke. Guarded closely. Dishes it to Favors. The feed to Burke. Trying to get back on track. And that one comes up a bit short.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Freak. He's got 6. Burks pulls it in. Shot from free throw range. Here's Gobert. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by Thompson. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet.
Earlier, we sat down with Freak and asked him about what the fans mean to him.
They mean everything, you know. I think I just reached 1 million fans on social media, and each one of them fuels me to be a better player and a better person. So, to all the FOFs out there, friends of Freak, I just want to say thank you for your support.
Mark, you're an FOF, aren't you?
Yes,
yeah,
I am.
Right.
Big time.
Well, let me ask you, how much, when he's talking about the crowd and the fans, how much does that influence in your mind close games like this one?
Man, we're emotional beings. And when you have the support of your crowd, when you're out there on the court. It does energize you. It gives you a lift. So I think it's significantly important. As a matter of fact, I think it's worth probably 6 points.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think it's worth about 6 points when you're the home team.
And do you miss it as a former player? Do you miss it?
Well, it's been so long ago since I played, I can't even remember being out there, Kevin, but I probably do miss it just a skosh.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Freak in a 2-guard. Ezeli is out there with West. And there's Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He ended with 25 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
There's the pick. Outside Favors. Here's Ingles. He's covered by Iguodala. Hood sinks the triple. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Freak dishes to West. And he gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Plenty of space. Again, the Jazz score.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Favors with the screen. It's stolen by West. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. West outside. From outside the arc. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist from David West.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Hood. Favors with the screen. Hood can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now Freak. He's got 11. Ezeli kicks to Curry. Here's Freak. And stolen by Hood. And stolen by Hood. Nato. He's covered by Iguodala. Pass to Hood. 1:43 left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. Favors with the screen. They set the pick. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Ezeli.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Green comes in for West. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. Here's Freak. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets it to go. Freak's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Kicks it to Booker. There's the pick. Hood, the pass to Burke. Gobert, the screen. Hayward outside. From deep. Bazemore grabs the miss. Here's Freak. And that one is hammered home.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
.27 seconds left here in the second. And Booker kicks to Hood. He feeds it to Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert has got his first 2 points.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Kept alive. Freak. And counts the basket. He was fouled. And he's going to the line for one more.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's deflected. And through the first half.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. At Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hayward in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Burke, guarded by Green. Out to the right wing, uncovered. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got the first points of the second half here for the Jazz. Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 14. Hayward kicks to Favors.
That's the wall.
Second chance shot. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Freak. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. He used that pick to perfection. And that's now 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. First in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told his guys...
Both teams making some changes here. Here's Freak. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The pass to Green. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Ingles. And it's Spates with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
Trey Burke at the line for 2.
That one misses. Warriors leading by 16. Now here's Freak. He's got 22. Iguodala dishes to Freak. Back to Iguodala. The tray. Burke grabs the miss. Here's Hayward. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And that's 11 points for Gordon Hayward.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz dancer.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Jazz trail by 14 on the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. And the basket by Ingles. Warriors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Spates sets a screen. Freak passes to Spates. Feeds to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Freak buries it from 3-point range. Freak's got 25 points.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Burke kicks to Booker. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Alec Burks comes in for Joe Ingles. And the Warriors also making a change. Barnes is checked in. And Green gets it to go.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
There's the screen. Burke dishes to Hayward. Burks in the corner. No good. From outside. Warriors leading by 14. Down low and stolen by Hayward. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Burks the pass to Favors. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Hayward can't hit.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. And Thompson sends it back. Puts it up from 12. Utah with the rebound. Booker's got his third rebound tonight. Hayward outside. He kicks it to Favors. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one falls for Favors.
Boy, they came out.
Warriors leading by 11. Off the inbound pass. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
I'm sure it meant a lot to them not letting a conference opponent get the better of them. That's important to them for sure.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Good. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Back to Thompson. Freak with it. From deep three-point range, off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel.
Thank you, Kevin. David, at this...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carry.